Testing. 1, 2. Mic check. Mic check. Check 1. Did you catch on to it?
Yeah.
Did you see it?
Fucking started recording again. Dude, I don't like when you do that. Hello, everyone, and welcome to another episode of Beer and a Half Movie Reviews. My eyes want to divert over here, but I got to pay attention to the new camera placement. And it is what it is. We've changed things up a little bit. Some for the better, some for the worse.
Like this shitty-ass camera. I'm Tyler.
Not that
Never
bad.
introduced yourself.
Yeah, I'm Garrett. Sorry. I've gotten a little tired in the past, like, however long we've been sitting here trying.
Mm-hmm.
Things are different. We're still...
You're like Mr. Fantastic, dude.
Don't spoil it.
You just, like, stretch.
Allergies, dude. I didn't know what to do back to that. Just kind of still.
It's okay. Just vibe with it.
Oh my goodness. Hey, first of all, it's good to be back. We didn't do an episode last week.
Allergies.
Allergies. Tyler was feeling a little bit under the weather. Some things happened, and it was what it was, dude. It was what
It was real rough.
It was, but we're back now, dude. I
back.
would just like to go out and say, first of all, the AC is broken. The AC is broken. It is entirely too hot in here.
Just
but
to
we're crushing
clarify,
through it.
for everybody that's listening, the air filter that's on my AC right now is just currently a block of ice.
It is literally just a block of ice.
Yeah. And don't know how to fix it. Maybe more ice.
Can fix it.
Yeah. As soon as we're done with this episode of the podcast,
Not more ice.
that's what's going to
Not
happen.
more ice. But yeah, definitely. I would definitely get a hold of them because
You know what?
it is hot in here.
While you're just fucking kickstarting that, as soon as I put in a maintenance request, they're just going to fucking be here.
Okay. Well, hey, you do that. Okay, let's turn it over to me real quick. So,
Turning it over.
Last week, well, you didn't actually have to. Last week, what did we do? Oh yeah, so we were gonna do the movie Infinite. I actually watched it and everything. And it's a funny story, okay? Because I was like, whenever I was watching it, I took my notes and everything like I always do, and I laughed because there was a specific person in that movie. I have to look up his name. Chiwetel Ejiofor. Gonna stick with that. And I remember last week I was watching that movie, and I was thinking, like, man, when we do the podcast, I always struggle so hard with pronouncing people's names, and I knew his was going to be a struggle. But then you said we were going to do the podcast last week on that movie and everything, so I was like, okay, cool, I'm in the clear. I don't have to struggle with that. And then we do the movie this week, if you couldn't figure out by the title, Doctor Strange in the Multiverse of Madness. And I see him, and I'm like, I'm going to have to pronounce that guy's name this week. But your boy did research and figured out how to pronounce it. And yeah, anyways, that's me. I did a face mask with my wife last night. That was exciting. 10-minute face mask because I got this fucking zit on my face. It's just so exciting to be 28 going on 13. Awesome. Yeah, I didn't know face masks burn
A lot.
They burn bad. She put this stuff on my face. It looked like literal blood. It looked like she took blood and just like fucking just dip, 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 and put it on my face. And I was like immediately like, okay, this burns. And you do that for 10 minutes and then you wash it off. And then she put this clear stuff on my face. And she did this really weird thing. Hold on, kick the both cams. I have to show you what she did, okay? You put the clear stuff on my face. Take off your glasses.
Yeah, come to me. I don't like that.
She did that for like 5 minutes, and I'm just sitting there while she did.
New.
She says it's activating it and everything. And I was looking at her where she's like, why are you looking at me weird? I was like, I don't fucking know. You're playing the piano on my face. How am I supposed to look at you in this scenario? It's just so weird. It's so awkward.
Here, let me activate. Smack.
Activate it with force, dude.
Yeah, that's all you have
Force
to do.
activated.
That's all you have
like
to
Star
do.
Wars, I guess. Oh my goodness. Anyways, the movie we did this week, Doctor Strange in the Multiverse of Madness. We saw it. We conquered. you haven't seen it, first of all, I want to just say major spoilers ahead, dude. Major spoilers ahead. This
Now,
is episode 15.
Do we just want to go ahead? Let me switch to both. Wrong camera. Boom.
Mm-hmm.
Do we just want to give like a lowdown version without any spoilers?
We can.
That way the people who still want to go see the movie without it being spoiled, we can do that for them.
Yeah.
And then we can go ahead and spoil it for them with fair warning.
If it's okay with you, do you mind if I do it real quick?
Oh yeah, go for it.
Okay, we're gonna do this real quick. So this is a brief plot synopsis of Doctor Strange and the Multiverse of Madness. Okay, to hit it off, Doctor Strange goes to his old girlfriend's wedding, and she's like, "Oh, I'm so happy. Are you happy?" And he's like, "Of course I'm happy," even though we all know realistically he's not happy. And then there's some monster that looks like a big ass fucking octopus thingy with one eyeball in the streets. Kind of remind me of like Starro from the DC universe meets an octopus, and apparently it's some creature that they couldn't use for copyright issues, so they switched the name. But anyways, fights that thing. There's some girl, her name's like American Chavez or something like that, and she's like, "Yo, I can go between realities." And Doctor Strange's like, "Whoa, that's crazy. Why are these things following you?" And she's like, "Yo, because I can go between realities and everything." He's like, "Huh, I need some help." So in order to bring in Wanda, that was kind of like, I guess, the only way to incorporate, a weird way to incorporate her in the story. He goes and sees her. She's like, "Oh yeah, everything's fine, blah 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 blah. Actually, I'm still insane. I still think I have children that I don't have, and actually the monster was me the whole time. I'm Scarlet Witch, and I have this weird book." Of course, Sam Raimi making another book about a fucking, or
Actually,
another movie about like a,
the book was called The Necronomicon, just for anybody.
yeah, another movie about a fucking demonic book or some shit like that. And she's like, "Yeah, I want American Chavez," and he's like, "Well, you can have her." Takes her back to his like fucking place of wherever all the sorcerers are and everything like that, and training. And then
that's the Kamata.
The Comaton? Is that
The
really what it's called?
Kamata. Yeah.
The Kamata. Okay, takes her back to the Kamata. Anyways, it sounds like a fucking Street Fighter move. Takes her back there and tells Scarlet Witch on accident before she, says like, "Oh yeah, I was gonna kill her or whatever, take her power so I can go be with my children that aren't actually my children, but just another universe's version of my children," and everything like that. So she goes there, she fucks up a bunch of shit, and she's like, "Yo, dog, I'm gonna get her." And then Doctor Strange is like, "No," and then they get teleported to another universe, and this kind of happens, them kind of going back and forth universes. I'm kind of losing track of where I was at in the movie now. A lot harder than I thought it was gonna be.
Do you want me to take over now?
Anyways, yeah, if you want to, because
so basically after that point, they go to different multiverses. Find different strangers.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Oh, okay. So yeah, the next one was the one with the Illuminati.
No spoilers.
No, but that was in the trailer. So if anybody's seen the trailer, they would know.
We can't dive into it any further than that.
Oh, that's fine. We can just say
and
that.
then some friends become enemies. Some enemies become friends. They learn some stuff. Epic fight scene. End of the movie.
Pretty much, yeah.
So
and the girl doesn't die. So
yeah. So.
That was the movie.
That's the movie without being spoiled. Now, with that being said, yeah, just go ahead and stop listening until you've watched the movie, and then once you've watched the movie, come back
because we're gonna spoil it hardcore. Okay. Now let's start it from the top. This movie just came out.
That's some wop
pussy. 2022. It has a PG-13 rating. Honestly, I was
shocked.
I was kind of surprised it wasn't R rating. This just came out like when? Last?
The 6th.
We're recording this on the 11th. It came out on the 6th. Sure, why not? Anyways, runtime of 2 hours and 6 minutes, directed by Sam Raimi. You know him from the original Tobey Maguire Spider-Man movies.
Evil Dead
also. And then like some Great and the Powerful or Wonderful. I don't know.
The Black Oz.
Anyways, so yes, he's in it. Now let's go with the cast list, okay? And I'm going to try to...
I'll help you out. Benedict
Cumberbatch, Doctor Strange, of course. Elizabeth Olsen, Wanda Maximoff / like Scarlet Witch. Rachel McAdams comes back as Christine Palmer. We got Yochitl Gomez. Pretty sure I pronounced that right. As America Chavez. We got Benedict Wong as Wong. Chiwetel Ejiofor. Pretty sure I nailed that. Maybe not. Baron Mordo. Who else do we got in this? That's pretty much it without giving too much away. Those are the main characters and everything like that, okay? Now that we've crossed that threshold, can I go ahead with the spoiled characters?
Oh yeah, for sure.
Okay, so now we're going to spoil it hardcore, okay? And this is where I was loving the movie, okay? So, we have Patrick Stewart back as Charles Xavier, okay? And this was cool to me because when he comes back, first of all, he's wearing his green suit like he had in the old school like X-Men animated show, which I used to love. And even when he comes out, he's in like his yellow fucking like glidey wheelchair thingy. And it's when he comes out, it's like that freaking you know what I'm talking about from the theme song. Anyways, so he's a member of the Illuminati, okay? And then also we got John Krasinski as Reed Richards. Dude, that has been everybody's fan cast for so long for Mr. Fantastic, Reed Richards. And I am so happy they did this. And because we know that they're working on a Fantastic Four movie sooner or later. They already released. It's like in their phase, whatever the fuck they're on now, of movies to come and everything like this. So what I thought was, okay, so Benedict Cumberbatch played Doctor Strange in every multiverse, right?
Correct.
So I'm assuming that just solidifies that when they do make the Fantastic Four movie, John Krasinski is going to play Reed Richards.
Well, I mean, it's not confirmed.
Well, I mean, it pretty much is, though, because in every multiverse that we saw, the same actor played themselves in every one. You know what I'm saying?
No, that's not true at all.
How is that not true?
Captain America.
That was Captain Carter. That was another. Yeah, Steve died.
Okay, just
What If series.
Captain
Haley
Marvel.
Atwell still played Carter.
Captain Marvel, though.
Yeah. So it was her friend that became Captain Marvel, not Carol Danvers. That's the same girl from
but you said
Captain Marvel movie.
Every person was the same.
Yeah, no, I get that. But what I'm saying is they're all still playing the same selves, just superpowers, you know? The Captain Marvel, I can't remember her name. I think it's Lashana Lynch or whatever. She's still playing the same character she did in the Captain Marvel movie, but she was the one that got the powers. She became Captain Marvel. Haley Atwell played Sharon Carter, still Sharon Carter, but she got the powers instead of Steve. See what I'm saying?
I just wish they made her like jacked
Sharon
the fuck
Carter.
Up.
Did you just what?
I just wish she was just like a fucking bodybuilder.
I mean, she was still pretty big and everything like that. Anyways, I'm just saying, I think it pretty much, and if they don't cast his wife as Sue Storm, I'll be so pissed. His real life wife, I can't remember her name. I think it's like Emily Blunt. Emily Blunt, yeah. If they don't cast her as Sue Storm, Miss Fantastic or whatever her name is, then I'm gonna be really mad. But anyways, get on that, Marvel. Haley Atwell, like we said, comes back and she is Captain Carter now, like from the What If series. Who else do we got? Like I said, I'm pretty sure it's Lashana Lynch. I'm looking at the list, but it's not saying who she played. But I'm pretty sure that was the same girl.
That's a good burp for you.
We're gonna run this through because it's just saying her name. It's not saying.
Dude, look how white
who she played.
I decided it was a good day to just wear fucking. I look shredded on camera, but like off camera, it just looks sad.
Yeah, it was Lashana Lynch. Okay, I'm not wrong. Cool. Anyways, okay, so she plays Captain Marvel of this whatever universe, and then
you're in 838.
That's
universe 838.
I don't remember what I know they said it, but yeah, I wasn't really paying attention. What else do we got? Okay, we had one more, and I have to remember where he is. Anson Mount played Black Bolt. I don't know if you ever watched the Inhuman show, which I didn't.
No, I was told not to because it was trash.
Yeah. So he comes back and he plays Black Bolt again, but I loved his suit because it was comic accurate and he had like the fucking wing thingies.
The only thing that I didn't like is just like he had like that fork that you use to pick up like roast beef or like.
It remind me of that thing like they do whenever they like for doctor's visits and they fucking hit it and it's like.
They're like, oh, do you hear that?
Yeah.
and then they just put it in your butt,
Or
and you
it's
just
like a
harmonize.
vibration thing where you gotta like feel the vibration and everything.
That's exactly what it is, though.
It looked like one of those, but that's part of his suit in the comics.
But no,
Something
that's
like
what
too.
that is,
Yeah,
though.
yeah, I
That's on his
figured.
head.
Because this kind of his power is like,
I'm surprised
Dang.
Mark Wahlberg didn't play that guy. He's got the good vibration.
oh, that's funny.
Yeah, see?
Okay.
Could have been.
And then Bruce Campbell was in this movie. Who did he play? Like Pizza Pete, Pizza Pop,
No, he
Pizza
played
Pop?
Mysterio.
Papa Pizza or something like that. I
He
can't remember.
played Bruce Campbell. Fuck.
Papa Pizza.
He played
Pizza Papa
Sean.
Mendez.
What is Sean from Evil Dead? What's his last name?
I don't know who Sean is. You talking about Ash?
Ash.
Ash Williams?
Oh my god. Why was I thinking
Yeah,
Sean?
No. His Delta from that movie was in this movie, though.
His what?
His Delta, the
car? Yeah.
Which I never even realized was the car that Uncle Ben drove in the original Spider-Man movies. Never,
Well, he drove
never
it
paid
once.
attention to that.
He drove it once in the movie and then got shot.
Yeah, you're not wrong.
Yeah, he drove it once.
You're not wrong. Okay, that's the cast list. That's who it's directed by and everything else. This was the first movie Sam Raimi's directed in, 9 years?
9 years.
9 whole years, dude. Flipped it backwards. Still love life.
Live, laugh, love.
Yeah, dude. Okay, so new year, new you. I'm going to let you start it from the top with your likes, dude. Oh, what happened?
I forgot to take. I watched it when I was watching it. I watched it in the theaters and did not take notes at all. And then you know how
always
you
take
tell me
notes
like to
after.
just go. I write them after the movie.
Yeah.
I get home. It's like 4:00. I was like, yeah, I'm just gonna play some games. So I played some games.
And
And just
your mind. Okay, so
so
do you
I've got stuff.
do you want me to go?
No.
And then- Oh, so you do have
No,
stuff
I
off
still
the-
got
Okay,
stuff.
hey, dude.
Such a good movie. I remember everything.
Just get in it,
Yeah.
man.
So, number one, like you'd pointed out, it has been 9 years since Sam Raimi has directed a movie. And what is always something I liked about his directing is he uses a lot of, what is it called? Instead of using green screen effects, he uses real effects.
Like practical effects
Yeah.
and stuff like that.
Sort of
Yeah,
like
yeah, yeah.
most of like Tobey Maguire's Spider-Man, it was like either just like ropes he was swinging from,
Yeah.
and then for a little bit it would be like actual CGI.
Doc Ock's
Yeah.
like tentacles were actual fucking yeah, I know what you're
So
talking
most
about.
of this stuff was actual practical effects. In this movie, it seems like most of it was not. I would go with almost probably 78%, maybe the sets.
Yeah, a lot of special effects and stuff like that.
And I really want to say he did a fantastic job. Like,
yeah, no, like, are you just talking about like
overall,
just overall? Yeah, so that was something I wrote down too. The set design were super cool.
Every single
with all
one.
the universes, they all felt so unique and everything like that, and very detailed and everything. And even though we don't know much about these random universes, especially in the scene where he's literally just like crashing through,
Mhm.
different universes and everything, super nice looking.
I really enjoyed that.
Oh yeah, that looked nice. But that's kind of a given with Marvel movies nowadays.
Yeah, but most of the time it seems like Jon Favreau directs every Marvel movie ever, so he already knows what's about to happen.
Just the Iron Man ones, but yeah.
Whereas with this one, it's more like, he's gonna wing it, and I think he did a good job. I
did notice, because I saw a lot of the trailers for this movie before it came out, and I did notice a lot of the stuff I saw in the trailers, the like original trailers, was not in this movie. So I know that they did some cuts and reshoots and stuff like that. I'm still wondering why. Like what scenes were taken out and why, or what scenes were added and why.
I guarantee you, with the appearance of the Illuminati, that whole scene was brought in.
Think so?
I
You think that was
guarantee
added
you,
later?
every single thing there.
I heard that there was possibly a deleted scene with an Iron Man. Because I know I saw a lot of stuff online about how like Tom Cruise was going to be like Iron Man or whatever, because he was originally who they were going to go with or wanted to go with. I don't know the whole spiel. But I heard he was going to be like the superior Iron Man in this. Now that was all just speculation, and then obviously he wasn't actually in it.
And then probably what happened is like, So our organization is called the Illuminati, and you're going to be in it playing Mr. Stark in a different reality. And Tom Cruise was like, Illuminati? What's that? And then just ran off.
I'm not a part of that. Okay, bye.
That's crazy. And then you
Funny.
just see him fly off in the distance in the Iron Man suit. That's just the end of it.
Scientologist stepped in and they were like, nope, can't do this movie, Tom Cruise. And he was like, fuck.
Yep, that's exactly what happened. So
maybe, I don't know. But yeah, I heard there was like a deleted scene possibly somewhere where there is an Iron Man of some shape or form or capacity. So
agreed.
Don't know.
Going through some more likes. I really liked, of course, the scene where they go into 838's universe that's got, Mr. Fantastic and
Oh, yeah.
all of them in there. I just really enjoyed that.
Super stoked about that, even though they all got brutally murdered in 60 seconds flat.
My favorite thing is
super dope.
What was that guy's name? The little ding guy that could scream and
Black Bolt.
Black Bolt. I absolutely loved how he was like Wanda walks in and Reed Richards or Mr. Fantastic was like, Black Bolt can kill you with just one whisper out of his mouth. And she was like, what mouth? And then it pans to him. He has no mouth.
Yeah.
And then his head just pops like a grape.
That sucked, too, because he is so stupid powerful, too. But, yeah.
And I was just like...
he was down for the count almost immediately.
Everybody there was.
Well, I was kind of wondering, too, like, right after that happened, too, like, Reed Richards is just like, I'm going to grab you. And I'm like, what the fuck were you going to do, man? You just going to, like...
That's like...
I'm going to choke you.
If you're going to tell me, like, Mr. Fantastic is a good, like, Marvel superhero,
I mean,
he's just super smart.
He is, yeah, he's, like, one of the smartest, if not the smartest men in, like, the universe.
But he's a rubber band at best.
Well, yeah, but he can also get super big and stuff like that. And, I mean... You ever
fought a parachute before?
I would you're not wrong. You ever fought a rubber band before?
Yeah.
A fucking limp noodle. I'll admit, like, I feel like his greatest superpower is his mind, obviously. But I mean, he can do stuff, and I'm sure the formidable opponent in the sack because of it. So
yeah,
hey,
he just turns into it.
Good on you, man.
Fucking anyways, this movie's hard to explain, like, the things that I liked. I did like a lot of the back and forth banter between America and Doctor Strange.
Yeah, they had good relationship throughout the movie and everything like that. Yeah.
I liked how we got more of Wong. I just love Wong.
I love Wong. Yeah, I knew you were gonna say that too.
Anytime that
Wong was cool.
Anytime we get Wong, the only thing that bugged me is, like, every other scene, his hair changes. It's like either long hair or really short hair, and I don't understand what happened.
I didn't really notice that.
Yeah, for some reason, there's, like, at the very beginning.
I know this got shot at the same time. I'm pretty sure that Spider-Man: No Way Home and there was another movie too. Some other Marvel movie got shot or show or something like
Maybe
that.
Moon Knight?
Yeah, but that doesn't have anything to do with these.
No, but I mean...
But yeah, but I don't remember. But anyways, and then probably the reshoots is why the change of maybe hair or something like that. It was hard for me personally to tell, like, which shots were reshot and everything like that. But I didn't really notice it. I saw some people who were like, I could totally tell. And I'm like, I didn't fucking know, but...
Whatever. Just every time I see Wong, I'm like, you look great. And then I'm
like,
look
great. I like whenever Strange shows up is a fucking zombie, and he's got all the and he's just like, I don't even care. He's like, I'm not even gonna ask or whatever. I thought that was hilarious.
Oh, at the very end, whenever
towards the end and everything.
Yeah, that was good. So another thing that I really liked about the movie is how much, like, the demons that Doctor Strange learned how to control reminded me of the zombies from Ash vs. Evil. They looked like the demons. And even Doctor Strange, when he became a demon, or like the zombie corpse.
He did look like,
he looked kind of like it.
Costume design was on point for this movie,
It definitely, a lot of the stuff, even like some of the shots, there was one when, so basically, Doctor Strange and America can travel through the multiverse. America knows how when she gets scared, and a couple of times Doctor Strange and her go into different multiverses. Wanda wants to possess that power and steal it from the kid, but doesn't know how. So she uses the Book of the Dead. I almost called it the Necronomicon.
Like the Book of Doom or
No.
I can't remember.
It's I don't remember what it's called, but she
Yeah.
uses this book to do what's called
I can't remember
night
what it's called
walking.
either. Yeah, something. She walks in
Shadow
like another
jumping.
version of herself.
It's called
in that
shadow jumping, I believe.
universe or something.
And so the idea is you can only jump into another universe that has you in it and go into their body.
Yeah.
So when Wanda does that and goes into a multiverse that has her and Doctor Strange in America in it, the way that like the wind and like it zooms in and it goes to her body,
Yeah.
and then her eyes just open up.
Reminded me a lot of Evil Dead.
Yeah.
Yeah. There was even a lot of the scenes where you could tell they did kind of like the over the shoulder kind of cam thing instead of like, on the fucking
Yeah.
that reminded me a lot of that movie, especially whenever she's like in her house with her kids and everything, and then the wind's blowing and like whatever, and you see the camera by the staircase, and then it's like, whoop,
Yeah.
didn't see me. Whoop, didn't see me. And she's kind of looking around and everything. I was like, yep, that's from the Evil Dead. It had a lot of his like the way he does camera work and stuff like that. You could definitely tell it's the same Raimi movie.
My favorite thing is it probably wasn't him and his brother holding some sticks with the camera in the middle, just running through the
just
forest.
on a fucking motorcycle or
Yeah.
some shit. Yeah, that's funny.
But I definitely enjoyed a darker Marvel movie that went to cinema.
Yeah.
Like Deadpool, not really. It was just bloody, gory, and funny. It wasn't dark. And
Yeah, this was I wouldn't even say like I said, some people were telling me it was like, oh, it's a horror movie or something, or they tried to make it a horror movie. I wouldn't say it's a horror movie. I definitely would say it's more of an adult movie.
Yeah. For sure. It had its scary moments.
It definitely had more of an adult aspect than any of the Marvel movies we've really seen thus far that were actual like in the MCU and everything, not like including like Deadpool or like X-Men movies or whatever that were owned by Fox. Talking about like straight up MCU movies. And it was just the language, the violence, the, kind of some scenes a little bit kind of jump scary and stuff like that.
Super jump scary.
Like the fucking scene when they're running through the tunnels or whatever, and they're looking at the door, and then it's slow-mo. That scene pissed me off, too, because I'm like, it just kept zooming in on all their faces as they're sitting there breathing, like the water's dropping slowly and everything. I'm like, just do it. Like, because I knew, like, something was going to pop out, and then, yeah, she just, like, whip in the camera and everything, and I was like, okay, there it is.
And it was so fucking fast, too. It just was like
it was
a
very
blur
fast,
in there.
Yeah, she was just there with the red eyes and everything like that. But, yeah, very adult-like. I did like that.
It was very good. Another thing that I absolutely loved about the movie is I forgot. Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah.
You want me to take over?
Yeah, go ahead and take over. I might jump back in.
Okay, so like we said, visual effects, that's a given. I don't know. That's like you already spoke about and everything like that. The story was good to me. I did like it. I heard not a lot of people, or not, I shouldn't say not a lot of people. I did hear some people weren't a big fan of it and everything like that. I did like it.
Oh, it's got witchcraft in it. Oh,
Yeah.
my kids will never go watch that.
So I did like American Chavez, however you pronounce it. I did like her character. She was super cool. I hope we get to see more of her in the future and everything
X-Man.
like that. Yeah, she was sweet, obviously. I loved the cameos for the Illuminati, dude. That was so cool. I was really hoping to see other superheroes, like from the Avengers, kind of thing.
I definitely was
But
as well.
it is what it is. I understand. Maybe they're, I heard originally that Namor was supposed to be in this. I don't know if you know what superhero that is.
No idea.
He's the god of the sea or whatever. I don't think he's the god of the sea, but he's kind of like MCU's version of like Aquaman or something like that. Anyways, I heard he was originally supposed to be in the Illuminati because he's in the comic book version of the Illuminati, but they took him out. And I did hear, I don't know if this is 100% accurate, but that he is going to be in the new Black Panther movie. So that's cool. We'll see him sooner or later. But yes, the cameos. And then seeing Bruce Campbell again was so cool. I did like that. I even like, too, how he made him, like, punch himself for, like, 2 weeks, which reminded me of the Sam Raimi Evil Dead movie when his hand possesses him and starts beating shit out of him. It's same thing. Yeah, I can't. Words can't describe how happy I am that I got to see John Krasinski as Reed Richards. Like,
It was fantastic.
we did it, dude. Everybody and their grandma asked for that, for him to be him, and we got it. Although it was just for like I said, like 60 or 90 seconds or whatever. And then he got his head popped off after he got like unwrapped like a fucking piece of candy or some shit. But or like that Twizzler, you know, the Twizzlers that you like that twist and then you just peel them off, and then it was kind of like that, but like super fast. Yeah, that sucked. But I'm just saying, world building in the future. We already know, like I said, they're making a Fantastic Four movie, so I want him to come back as Reed Richards for that Fantastic Four movie. Because if they do it right, be freaking awesome. I know so far all the Fantastic Four movies have sucked.
They're gonna do A Quiet Place, but with John Krasinski is.
I didn't mind the first one that much. Like I thought it was okay. After that, just
I didn't like The Thing.
Didn't really like it, but
Not a fan of the Orange Rock guy.
I do like The Thing.
I just
Fuck it. You ever seen the movie Mallrats?
yeah.
Silent Bob and everything like that. Whenever Jason Lee, I think it was Jason Lee. Yeah, Jason Lee meets Stan Lee, and he asks him like, is the Thing's thing made of rock too? And I can't. I think he just said he never thought about that or whatever. But anyways,
he's smooth down there.
Set designs and everything, like we already talked about, visually awesome.
Mm-hmm.
We already talked about that. But the actual universes, like I said, they all felt unique. They all felt awesome, cool, their own thing. And I just absolutely loved it. I already knew this movie was going to look awesome, just from the trailers and everything.
True.
And that if it's anything like any of the other Doctor Strange movies that we've seen, well, just one, but then cameos in the others. But, or like Spider-Man, No Way Home or whatever. Like set designs have just been awesome lately with Marvel movies, like they never have. But yeah, obviously they always are. The Zombie Strange.
Mm-hmm.
Fucking so cool, dude. I absolutely loved him, especially like
Love me
said,
some Zombie Strange.
whenever he took over all of learned how to like harness the power of all the demons or whatever, and then he had like that thing with all the hands like he had in was that
Overwatch,
Infinity War?
Oh yeah,
Infinity War. Yeah, it was Infinite War. Whenever they fight Thanos on Titan or whatever like that, and then he has all the hands and they're all
yeah.
I thought it was cool how he did that, but this time with like fucking, the souls or demons or whatever. Super cool. Absolutely loved it. What else did I have?
Now, just jumping in real quick, the reason he was able to summon the demons and become the Zombie Strange is because at the beginning of the movie, when America punched her way through to 616 universe, the one with Doctor Strange we all know, she brought the zombie Doctor Strange with her, which is a Spanish version of Doctor Strange.
So he was Defender Strange, what they quoted him as or whatever, but he just died and then turned into a zombie.
Well, no, he just died.
But,
he was trying to fight to get to this
that
book.
Was honestly, when I started watching the movie, the first part's in Spanish, and I was kind of like, wait, am I watching a Spanish movie right now, or like what's going on right now? But kind of threw me for a loop.
And then immediately after, they just started talking in English, and I was like,
it was,
okay. I thought I
did also, there was something else I liked. It just immediately in the action.
Yeah.
As soon as the movie starts, action. And I always love that about movies. Don't start slow. Start high, go low, then end it off high again. You know what I'm saying? We don't need to just give me a little fucking...
It's like that flashback. You're probably wondering how I got into this situation.
Yeah, stuff like that. I actually really like those.
And then it just like, you get the NCIS music, and then they just give you the story.
Yeah. That's pretty much it, though. That's really all I had down for likes. I didn't have like a shit ton.
No,
because I liked a little bit of everything,
I didn't have any like mind-bending likes.
Yeah.
Although, like all around, this is probably one of the better Marvel movies that I've watched, including Spider-Man: No Way Home.
I'm not gonna say that.
A bold statement to make.
Yeah, I'm not gonna say that for me at all. I would honestly, I mean, I like the movie. Don't get me wrong, but it's not even in my like top 3. Maybe not even in my top 5. I don't know.
So I've always been a fan of Doctor Strange.
Yeah, I never have.
And like he got that one movie like a long ass time ago.
Yeah.
And that's probably
and
like
just
what
kind of been around since
6 years. Probably.
6 years. Yeah, that sounds about right.
Here, I'll look it up.
I wish they'd give him his time stone back.
Well, I mean, it doesn't exist anymore.
Yeah, but I mean, like, just in like one of the universes he went to or something like that, they're like, "Hey, we have a time stone," and he's like, "Oh, thanks," and then puts it back in his little eye fucking thingy majigger that's on his chest, that's attached to his cape or what is it called? Not a cape. What is that called?
Oh, the cloak?
Cloak. There we go. On his
First Doctor
cloak or
Strange
whatever.
came out 2016.
2016.
6 years ago.
So yeah, that sounds about right.
And yeah, he's just kind of made some small ass cameos, here and there in Marvel.
I wouldn't say small. He was definitely a big role in Infinity War.
I mean,
now,
but he was there.
game, he was kind of there at the end and everything like that. But
yeah, but my point being is like they gave him one movie, and then just kind of he's been in a couple of movies for 3 minutes.
Yeah,
and that's it.
Yeah,
Didn't get his own movie for another 6 years, but was still relevant in the Marvel universe.
I'll admit, the more I see him, like in the first movie I watched, it's been a long time. Like we said, I watched that whenever that came out, so it was okay. I wasn't like, whoa, this is the greatest Marvel movie ever, but I was like, hey, this character is a little bit cooler than I thought. And then after watching this, I'll admit, I'm still saying, hey, this character is a little more cooler than I thought. But I don't know, he's not my favorite. I just don't really care for like magic and shit like that.
Big fan.
I don't know.
He's a sorcerer. Yeah.
No, I mean, I get it.
Yeah.
I understand the relevance of the character and why he's important and everything like that.
My favorite thing is that he would
fan.
just the amount of stuff, like he should have got his own TV show rather than just like a 2-hour movie.
See, that would be kind of cool if they did like a Disney Plus series and then kind of talked about like him and Mordo and that went back into that, because like that was the last time we saw Mordo too. He was just like, yeah, I'm gonna take down all the sorcerers or whatever.
Yeah.
And then he shows up in this and he's just like, yeah, I'm just a sorcerer supreme now, part of the Illuminati and everything else. And you're like, okay, but when are you going to come try to kill him again?
Yeah.
Like, what's happened? And then the movie ends with that one chick that shows back up. What's her name?
I can't remember.
Celia?
Yeah, you're talking
I'm
about
just kidding. Cecil?
what's her face's niece? What's his face's niece?
You're breaking my heart.
Dharma. Are you talking about Dormammu's
Yeah.
niece, played by Charlize
Charlize Theron.
Sherry Theron?
Charlize Theron.
Sherry
Yeah, but
Theron.
anyways, she's like, yeah, we
Theron.
got to go. There's an incursion happening. You got to come help me. Which makes me think the next movie's not going to be fucking...
So in the Doctor Strange comic books, basically, the movie got it wrong because Charlize Theron's character is actually the daughter of Dormammu. But I mean, I've heard niece, daughter, nephew,
I was going to
uncle,
say, yeah, that video
sister.
we just saw earlier said
Yeah.
she was the niece in the comics.
So basically, she becomes Doctor Strange's love interest.
Okay.
And they go throughout different multiverses trying to fix incursions. And if you remember at the very end of Doctor Strange,
Yeah.
when he gets his third eye,
Yeah.
so that's always been a good thing. It's
Mhm.
never been a bad thing. If you remember back in the very first Doctor Strange 6 years ago,
Mhm.
whenever Tilda Swinton's character fucking hits him on his forehead and then he sends him backwards,
Yeah.
she was telling him to open up his eye, which was a reference to his third eye.
Yeah, I thought the third eye was the little pendant thingy because that's called his eye of something or whatever.
Yeah,
so
yeah. So basically, those two will actually just travel different multiverses because she can just cut a rip in time and
then
space
just
and then just
straight
jump
through.
through it because she's
Kinda cool.
just a being of immense power. And
Okay.
so they'll go through and try and fix incursions to fix those planets or those universes where a different Doctor Strange has just completely destroyed it. So in theory, they try and go back in time to the moments before the incursion happens to
And then
fix it.
fix it before it happens and everything.
And in most instances, they end up just killing the Doctor Strange in that universe.
Got to do what you got to do, man.
So maybe they go back to the one that
Seems
had.
like a lot of his Doctor Strangers in other universes are kind of dicks. So
They definitely are.
they're kind of douchebags.
They-
We got the good one, thankfully, in 616.
There's a lot of douchebag Stranges. There's a lot
He
of.
was kind of a douchebag before he became Doctor Strange, anyways.
Yeah, no, that's true. That's true. And
Kinda that cocky, arrogant
I just
asshole.
I really want do you remember playing any of the Spider-Man games? Like whenever you would go to like Mysterio's playhouse. You remember that?
No.
Like it would be just a room full of mirrors, and anytime you walked in front of a mirror, a weird, goofy version of Spider-Man would come out and start attacking you.
Maybe. I can't really remember.
Yeah, that's fair. So there is one multiverse that they go through, and there's just like it's just a mirrored like room that they come into.
Yeah.
Just like 80 different versions of Doctor Strange, all looking goofy, alien, real sci-fi. There was one that was just like it looked like he was made of water.
One of them's just a fucking packet of ketchup.
Yeah, exactly.
Just a ketchup packet.
They all come out and it's just like the Spider-Man meme of the three Spider-Men pointing at each other.
Okay.
But it's just all of the different Doctor Stranges coming to fight one incursion to stop it. And then it's just like, why the hell are we all here? And then just like all of them leave except for two, and that's it.
That's funny.
But I just enjoy that every time I see it.
It's like the What If series where like it talks about Peter Parker whenever he got bit by the spider, but instead of getting powers, he just, because of the radioactiveness, he just got cancer and like lost an arm and then died.
Oh, is that
of cancer?
Was that in the What If series?
That's in one of them. Yeah, he just gets fucking cancer and dies.
Just in one of the
I was like, that's terrible. I'm pretty sure the same thing happened to Bruce Banner too. Whenever he got
yeah, I would imagine
introduced to all the radio, he just fucking died of cancer or whatever. And it's
I feel like most of the Marvels,
so hardcore.
And most of the Marvel superheroes in different universes probably just fucking ate shit and died because they didn't.
There's like the ones I've read up on like the most about like different versions of the superheroes and stuff like that from like different universes and everything would probably be like Spider-Man, and then from the DC universe obviously Batman. But I have read up with my little brother Colin about a lot of the different versions of Spider-Man and like his Spider-Verse or whatever, and some of those are so fucking funny. It is not like, it's unfathomable how funny they are and how stupid some of them are. Like I remember there's one where I'm pretty sure it's just a dude that rides like a T-Rex or some shit like that. And then there's like just stupid versions of Spider-Man and everything else. And it's just hilarious to like see all the creative waves they can make other versions of this character and stuff like that. So I always really liked like the whole multiverse like theme and everything like that, and to see other versions of these characters, especially when you're watching these movies and you see them do things or hear about things that they've done, and you're kind of like, well, why'd you do that? Or maybe I would have done this, if I was in your situation. And then we get to actually see like other versions of these characters and kind of them going into like, oh, okay, so he did do something different and this is how that would have played out or something. So I always really like whenever they do that. But yeah, back to what I was saying though, I think Spider-Man has some of the dumbest versions of that are just honestly freaking hilarious.
Yeah.
I can't remember all of them off the top of my head. I want to say there's one too where like he falls in love with like a spider or something like that, and then that's how he gets his powers or something. Like just straight up silly versions. I think there's also one that's like I can't remember. I know there's one where he's literally just turns into a spider.
There is one where
he's just literally like a Spider-Man. And then, of course, Peter Porker will forever be like the funniest, literally Spider-Pig. That one's hilarious. And then there was like Daredevil in that universe. It was like Daredevil, but he was a reindeer and everything. I can't remember who Captain America was in that universe. I think he was like maybe he was a bunny rabbit. Somebody was a bunny rabbit in that universe. That's definitely like the funniest. Yeah, that was like the funniest universe probably. I definitely hope they do more with that, especially if they keep, like you said, with this new character. I forget her name. It's Clyde or Carl, something with the C. If they kind of band together and start traveling from universe to universe and everything else, I hope they really open up on all the other universes and show like a lot more, because that would be super cool. To get into those. What are you looking up on your phone right now?
Nothing. It's Clea.
It's Clea?
Clea.
I
was trying to figure it out. So I basically...
I can't remember. I just knew it started with the C.
No, it's Clea. So I was just looking through all of the different comic books that this movie's based on. Because I was like, there's not just one. Because they had the...
yeah, probably a lot.
There was a comic book that was just called like The Avengers, The Illuminati. And it just had 8 838's universe
Mm-hmm.
of everything in there.
Yeah.
And like I feel like they just made Wanda come in to murder everybody as part of their own thing because I don't remember that being a comic.
Probably.
It was a good story.
My little brother, he's kind of read up on Scarlet Witch because I know he likes the character. And he said, yeah, she's not always good. And she definitely does do bad things sometimes. And I kind of know sometimes it's not her fault. Like she's being possessed or some other shit happens. But yeah. With that being said, I'm gonna get into my dislikes really quick because while we're on the topic of Scarlet Witch, fucking hate her.
Oh, that was your dislike?
I just said it. I fucking hate her. I could care less about her in any way, shape, or form.
This is why you didn't watch WandaVision.
That's why I won't watch WandaVision either. I don't care about her. Not only do I not like magic, and the way she uses it too with the.
Then you really hate Doctor Strange, don't you?
No, but his is a little more fluent, you know? His is like fucking like, you know what I'm saying? Like a little more like fucking martial arts. Hers is all this fucking... So, I don't care, dude. Just fucking... When
I went to...
Do you even have to use your hands to do magic?
Yeah.
I feel like you don't. I feel like it's inside of you, you know? Maybe Doctor Strange, I get. Because his is like, you know, with the whole like... And he does this a lot, which I'm like, okay, whatever. But like her, I just don't care about that character. I don't know. And throughout this whole movie too, she's like, "Oh, I just want to be with my children." Dude, you don't even fucking have kids, bro. Like, I understand she's had a traumatic life and everything like that. Don't get me wrong. She had to kill her love of her life, which was a fucking robot. But regardless of
you don't
whatever.
think women have destroyed their vibrators before?
All that stuff. Well, they didn't fucking want
to. It was such a bad high five.
But that was terrible. But I'm just saying, like,
that's what it's called.
Just shut up, dude. Just shut up.
So Benedict Cumberbatch
do not like her.
Was taught finger tutting.
Finger tut?
Tut. King Tut used to do like a movement with his fingers. Is sort of
that's
a dance.
How they built the pyramids.
And so like there's just like, let's put a brick here.
Fucking do this.
Go ahead and let's put one over here.
And then
and then you know let's.
It's still visually more appealing than the fucking.
Yeah. So Benedict Cumberbatch and Tilda Swinton and Wong were all taught how to do the finger tutting. A lot of anybody that you see that was like supposed to be
doing the sorcerer,
yeah. They were taught finger tutting. It's an actual thing. It's a real
tutting.
Thing. Yep.
That sounds sexual as fuck.
Yeah, you got the finger blast, and you got the blast from the past.
You got the finger tut,
and then you got the finger up the ass.
Fucking the douche or whatever.
The skadoosh. But yeah, no, that's a real thing.
No, but
she improvised literally all of that. She did.
Who did? She did.
Yep, she didn't.
Elizabeth Olsen.
She didn't get taught finger tutting.
Bro, I'm just saying, like, and it's not even just the way she uses her magic and everything. And don't get me wrong, she plays the character well. It's not Elizabeth Olsen I don't like. It's just the character, dude. I just don't care.
I prefer her brother.
Stress that enough.
The dead one.
I don't know. And maybe it's because I haven't watched WandaVision. I'm sure that's why everybody's like, well, if you don't watch it, then you don't really understand the character. But I've seen enough to understand that she's just emotional. She's seeing crap. She's fucking making shit up and everything else. And
just like a woman.
Had a traumatic past of her life with how she was made into this, you know, her powers and her brother dying and her boyfriend dying and everything else. And
True.
I get all that, dude. I understand it's traumatic. But just shut up.
So
I just don't care about that character.
Here's the thing. Literally all of that was explained in WandaVision.
Yeah.
Because like it was just her and Vision because she had stolen Vision's corpse from a facility.
From the shield, whatever. Yeah.
And it just started off as like 2 or 3 buildings that, you know, she had neighbors. And then it kept expanding, and she didn't know how to stop it. And then one day she was like, husband's at work. You know, I want kids. And then just boom. Kids.
Boom.
She turned kids into existence. But in other universes where Vision wasn't dead, they figured out a way to have kids. Don't ask me how.
Yeah, that's also
So-
something else I was wondering too. How the fuck does this robot penis fucking? Well, I understand, the whole act of having sex, but like, where's he get sperm? Is it just fucking like little fucking
It's synthetic.
gigabytes that just
Yeah.
download into her
Yeah.
vagina, and then she just prints out babies?
That's it. That's
3D
it.
prints babies.
I would assume with Vision and Wanda, they just create them. They just come into being.
Maybe.
Because that's
Also, I would then go to argue she literally has created 90% of her issues.
Yeah, most women
Just saying,
do.
Just
So,
saying. You're not. I'm not going to get down that road.
Anyway,
but I'm
so
just saying.
I'll walk
I
that
don't
road.
know. She's just annoying to me. She hits all of my
Nerves.
fucking yeah, but like all the bulletins of like why I would hate somebody. Okay, they're self-centered. Okay, cool. Yep, don't like you. Okay, you make up all your own problems that then you have to fucking and then you complain about. Okay, don't like you. You use magic. And now I really don't like you. Because I'm not a big magic guy. Like I said,
Hey,
I can
Harry
deal-
Potter.
I can deal with Doctor Strange and everything like that. But her and then you do weird hand gestures for no fucking.
Garrett, you do weird hand gestures for no reason.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
called a middle finger.
No.
I'm just kidding.
Just fucking open
Like
up a
what?
portal and
Yeah.
fucking leave. It's
I
like
do a lot of slow karate, is I think what you
Yeah.
see.
Tai Chi
But I'm
and
just
Muay
saying,
Thai.
Just me personally, I don't care about her. But yeah, that's one of my biggest dislikes, and it's not just this movie; it's just every movie. It's just like I don't know.
Any movie with Wanda, you're not a big fan of.
No, I'm not saying I don't like the movies in whole and everything like that. Like I like the movies,
I'm saying
but
you just don't like her character
I
in the movie.
do not like her character
Yeah,
at all,
I would
dude.
agree to that.
I just do not like. She's just I don't know, just something about her. I just do not like her. So that's just my opinion. Okay,
Duly noted.
don't get mad at me, but I just don't like her. Okay,
I'm not mad because normally we have very similar tastes in most things.
yeah, characters and everything
But
else.
then
yeah.
there are those points where like there's just a very clear divide. Like I'm a big fan of Harry Potter, magic, things like that. Hate karate, ninja, anything like that. Whereas
Love it.
you were the opposite.
Yeah,
So like
it.
my expertise is there, yours is there. So
Mine's definitely
but
not
like
magic.
we still bridge in the middle and have those same things that
Now.
we like.
Love going to magic shows though. In real life, I
yeah.
like real life magic. Don't like magic in movies.
You just go to a fucking magician. He opens up a portal and he's like, "Fuck, dude, this
It's
was
like,
all real."
Fuck. Damn it, I was wrong.
You
all
just
along.
you just see Elizabeth Olsen just out there magic performing, just throwing flames. Dude, that'd be the funniest shit ever. And you're just like, God damn.
And I
it.
just never really get a clear like. I don't know. I never get like a clear line of like what is her power. You know what I'm saying?
I can.
It's like she has like a lot of them, and I get that and everything like that. While you're looking that up, I'm gonna get into my second dislike of this movie because this was a huge one for me, and I was like,
Jesus Christ.
I didn't like this at all. Is it a whole list and a half? I'm assuming.
Kinda, but go ahead.
Okay, my second dislike of this movie, and you may. Okay, so who was this movie scored by? Hans Zimmer again? They got him to come back or something like that?
I also saw Danny Elfman.
Maybe it was Danny Elfman that
So,
I'm thinking of.
Believe it or not,
I may have
whenever
been way off with the Hans Zimmer.
I stayed for both the post-credit scenes,
Yeah.
but like during it, they had like 12 or there's probably more, probably like 13 or 14 VFX teams that like they edited and filmed this movie,
Yeah.
for all the fun stuff. And then
Danny Elfman, yeah, that's who the music was by.
there was like 4 or 5 different composers for this movie, and one of them was credited as like Revenge of the Sith soundtrack. And I was like,
That's funny.
I really wish that they used the one between Anakin and Obi-Wan when they fought, but
Oh, that'd be funny.
they definitely used one from
So
Revenge.
I know that they got Danny Elfman back to do the music for this movie, and don't get me wrong, it sounded cool and everything like that. But I think they took that opportunity and then fucking made one of the dumbest scenes I've probably seen in a very long time. The scene where Strange fights himself with music notes.
I thought about it, and here's the only thing. hear me out.
Go ahead.
Cinematically, it looked cool.
It looked cool. I'll give you that.
Everything else about that,
It looked cool.
didn't like.
Also, just take words out of a fucking book while you're at it, dude. Like,
take
fucking,
a look
yeah,
in
shithead.
a book.
Fucking punch.
Reading,
Like, don't
reading.
actually punch him. Take the word punch out of a book and throw it at him or whatever.
Yeah.
Dude, how High School Musical is it to fight with song? I'm just saying, dude. Like, I hated that whole scene. And at first, I thought it was like, okay, like he's taking the notes out. And I'm just like, all right, this is. And then they're throwing them back and forth. And then they got this part where they're both like, and he just goes, bing, off the fucking
harp, and then just
yeah. And it just, and he fly. I was like, bro, it would have been cooler if he would have taken the pages out and fucking like they were razors and fucking just cutting them up or some shit. But the fucking music, no fight, man.
I don't know why. Visually, I loved the way it looked.
Now, I'm not gonna lie, yeah, visually, but I've just seen Doctor Strange do so much more cooler things. Like when he fought Thanos.
Go ahead.
When he fought Thanos in Infinity War, that was so cool. And even whenever Thanos hit him with the shit and he just fucking butterflies. I was like, that's awesome. And he had all the different versions of himself trying to like, that looked so much cooler. And I envisioned, okay, he's about to fight himself. This is going to look amazing.
Right.
And although it did look really cool, it was just like the dumbest way of fighting yourself with music notes.
So that's
thrown at each other.
Just hopping back in. That's where I heard the Star Wars from.
Oh,
that's it, because they were changing music back and forth constantly.
Yeah,
because you had a lot of the Danny Elfman
and stuff like that,
and then I heard the Star Wars thing just for like 2 or 3 seconds.
So stupid that scene to me. I wanted it to be so much cooler, and instead it was just like
I definitely did want it to be
cooler. Here's a C flat at your face.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? Oh, here's a fucking I don't know music, so I can't really name off of
That means soft to very, very loud.
Here's a fucking an F
sharp.
F sharp. There we
go.
Oh yeah, the sharps. Okay, yeah. See, that would have been.
Here's a C minor.
I wish they almost would have just said that aloud as they were throwing the shit back and forth to each other. You know.
Oh yeah.
It was just kind of like
or if they even actually orchestrated it out like they were the orchestra people, and then the notes were flying. That would have looked sick. But instead, they're just like...
This would have made the most sense for it to happen if, like, Black Bolt fought himself and they just sang songs back and forth. That would have been kind of funny. May have enjoyed that.
He just has the most
Doctor Strange, though, with all these really cool powers and everything like that, and then he just fucking throws music notes back and forth. Like, throw the fucking piano, dude.
I imagine, like, Danny Elfman, just as soon as he saw that scene in theaters, was just like, I want to fucking come.
Yeah, he was probably super excited about it. But me personally, I was just like, I do not like this. At all.
It was like, it could have been good, but
That was just me, though, and those were the only two things I really just disliked about this movie.
I honestly feel like if they had, instead of the song changing with each person, it just got more and more aggressive.
More intense,
Yeah, and they did the full song.
They just fucking do, like, the full, like, fucking... I'm trying to think of just a stupid... It's just fucking Justin Bieber's fucking Despacito song back and forth.
I was going to say, even if they did For Elise, because it starts out real quiet and then it gets
It just gets intense, maybe. I don't know.
I don't know.
I don't know.
They just do...
they just start doing...
Making My Way Downtown, but just the piano for it.
Just because it's... They just start doing the Mickey Mouse Clubhouse theme song because it's fucking a Marvel movie and everything.
Dude, that'd be great though.
Anyways, those are my dislikes though. If you can remember any that you had,
I had plenty.
Oh really?
I had a couple. Yeah.
Okay, hit me with them.
Just real quick. Wanda's superpowers are superhuman genes allow energy and reality manipulation.
Forgot her some Wranglers
and powerful access to magical energies such as chaos magic, which is just the red one.
Yeah.
She has probability manipulation, elemental manipulation, flight, able to sense magic. She can spellcast, nexus, being with great influence on time, and she can teleport through time. She can also manipulate time, and she has the ability to warp reality.
Maybe that's why I don't like her, because she sounds OP as fuck, and there's a lot of superheroes I don't like.
Just like Superman? Yeah.
I don't like Superman just because he's just too much. I mean, there's other aspects too, but I've noticed a trend of like superheroes that I don't like, and I've just recently kind of looked at the bigger picture here, and I'm like, wow, I don't like anybody that's super duper powerful.
But then it's like when they find somebody that's even more powerful than them that they have to fight, they're just like, let's get the guy that probably could kick his ass.
Let's.
Just like with what's his face from the DC.
What, Doomsday?
Doomsday
And everything,
because they're like, oh fuck, we can't beat him. You know what?
Well,
Let's go resurrect Superman.
Oh no, that was
Can't remember his name.
fuck, I can't remember either.
Gilgamesh from the Smurfs.
No, it's fucking, that'd be funny, but no, just fucking Superman and Batman versus Gilgamesh.
Yeah.
They just beat the living
They
shit
just
out of
like
him.
rip the man
While the
apart.
Smurfs are just fucking laughing in the corner. What was his name?
I can't remember.
I can't remember either. Oh,
you know what I'm talking
Steppenwolf.
Yeah.
That took me way too long.
That's
Yeah,
him.
I know
That's
what
the
you're
guy.
talking about.
But even like Thanos, you know, like if there was somebody, like I know Miss Marvel, Captain Marvel comes in, she's like, oh, let me just destroy this ship. Still not very helpful.
She'll always be Miss Marvel to me, but
She was not very helpful. I don't think like anybody.
Captain Marvel, no, I mean, she did really good whenever they fought. She looked like she could have taken him, but then he used one of the stones, and then some things happened. And
Yeah, but like in this movie, you know, Captain Marvel is just crushed to death.
Oh yeah, no, she got her ass kicked by her.
Super bitch.
So yeah, no, it's definitely. Well, I also feel like Wanda understands her powers a lot more in this because of like the show WandaVision and stuff like that. Because I heard like where she comes out of the mirror.
Yeah.
I heard that was something that she used in the show or something, or like something she adapted from the show, or I don't know. I haven't seen it, but I just read something about that. So I'm sure she's understanding her powers a lot more as time goes on.
Because
and stuff like that. Because the list you read off was huge too. So I'm sure she's got a lot still locked up in there.
I'm assuming like when you first met WandaVision in I don't even remember what movie, but regardless, like all she could do was just throw a red
Age of
ball.
Ultron. Age of Ultron.
Oh.
Well, no, because she took over people's minds.
That's what it was.
Yeah, she took over some of their minds,
And she could throw little red balls and fly. That was pretty much
the fucking.
Yeah, but at the end of WandaVision, what it shows is it shows her in like this cabin by herself in the middle of nowhere. And she's levitating in a bed reading a book, and then all you see is just this figure flying over the mountains.
Oh yeah, I
in the
heard about
water.
that was added on,
And
but
it
was
looked like
invisible or
Doctor
whatever.
Strange flying over to her.
Maybe,
Which
yeah.
could totally add up. Too, 'cause-
Totally. I read that was actually the white Vision or whatever, the other version of Vision.
Could be. It didn't actually
Is he
show
just,
anything.
like invisible or something. Yeah, you just see like something, but yeah, you never know.
I mean, even if it was the White Vision, that's great because now they're like one and the same now.
do you think she's dead?
White Vision?
Oh, Wanda, after this movie ends and the thing falls on her, do you
No.
think she's dead? Yeah, I don't think so either because you see a big red blast.
Yeah.
I think she got out of there or something, 100%.
I think she
yeah.
just jumped to a different reality.
Could
Don't know
have,
how,
yeah.
but
Realized
maybe.
that she never needed America's powers in the first place, and so funny whenever you say that like that. I don't need America's powers.
I don't need it. You know, hey, here's a fun
Yeah.
fact. Do you know when America was born?
July 4th.
Yes, sir.
Really?
Yeah. She was born on the
That's
4th of
crazy.
July.
Well, what's weird to me about that character too is
She was also called Miss America in Young
she's-
Avengers.
she's from a different universe, and her name is America. So I'm wondering if there's even any correlation between like her and the United States of America.
Well,
like in
if-
her universe, was there even a United States of America?
If you pay attention to what
'Cause
she's
I don't know
wearing,
anything about that character.
her jacket was all stars and stripes. They were all just dyed out.
It was Stars and Stripes. I did notice her parents had the stars and everything. Plus, she also had like the pride flag on
Yeah.
her and a whole bunch of other places because we figured out her parents were gay and everything else. Which
We
I
don't
did,
assume their gender.
I did no. Well, okay.
They definitely did
She
look
said
both.
her mom's.
Yeah.
So yeah. Anyways,
One could have a penis.
they. I mean, yeah, maybe. I don't know.
Fuck it.
Anyways, I did read. Hold on. That Saudi Arabia wanted to censor the scene with her parents because they were a lesbian couple and everything, and Marvel was like, "No, fuck you. We're not taking that out." So hey, good on you, Marvel, for holding your ground.
Now,
yeah.
Doctor Strange in the Multiverse of Madness is banned in Saudi Arabia because one scene with lesbians.
Yeah, how sad is that, dude?
Yeah, I mean it
Hey,
happens.
fuck them. You know what?
No,
That's
I
what
mean
it
they
is.
probably will, but not,
Yeah.
not in Saudi Arabia.
Yeah. Okay. Well,
Anyways, moving on.
moving on.
The things that I didn't like about the movie, a little weird, a little controversial. Actually, not controversial at all. The things that I didn't really like about the movie too much is that in WandaVision, Agatha Hart, whatever her name is, you looked it up earlier.
Agatha something. Yeah.
I almost said Agatha Christie, like the writer that disappeared. I might actually
found or whatever. But yeah.
That's the one.
All back.
Anyway, so Agatha Christie, she has in WandaVision, she is also a witch that wants to steal Wanda's powers because she has that book. And so
are there 2 books?
No, there's just one. Wanda steals it from her.
Oh, I see what you're saying. She had it at the time and everything like that. Okay.
Yeah, because she had like the weird black fingertips and like was getting deep in the magic.
When you said that, it sounded like you said black finger tits. But anyways,
black fingertips. Yeah, it's a real thing.
Honestly, when I very first saw her
big black
her
pointy
fingertips, I thought that was like frostbite.
Yeah,
That's what
it looks like.
Anyway, sorry.
Just looks like somebody had just dipped it in some paint.
Yeah.
But so in WandaVision, when she goes, like, she just kind of gets lured into Agatha's. It looks like this medieval, like, Knights of the Round Table room with all these weird things in it. Anyway, if you can lure a witch into your own cave and it has ruins everywhere, basically that witch can't use her powers in that room.
Okay.
Because it's your place. Those are your ruins.
Okay.
So.
Gotcha.
So when Wanda went into, I almost called it the Taj Mahal, whatever that place is, with all of these sorcerers, apprentices.
Gotcha.
I really thought she wouldn't be able to use her powers in there. Overhead, sure, cause mass devastation. But
you're talking about like the realm between realms or whatever with the fucking where the other book the sage or I can't remember the name of it, but yeah, I know what you're talking about.
I was really confused, and so whenever she gets to the temple, I was like, oh okay, these are another wizard whatever ruins, so she can't use her magic here. Nope, turns out the exact opposite.
And you realize it's like hers and everything, which some of the symbols on the walls were the eternal symbols from that movie. So I was, I'm wondering what's up with that, dude.
And then the other thing that I didn't really like about the movie, is in 838's universe, just how easily all of them died.
Oh yeah.
So,
See, that's why.
I loved it. I loved it.
Nah, I didn't really.
Let me
like
explain
that
why.
Okay, go ahead.
The Boys. You've seen The Boys. You love The Boys.
Yeah.
You know how, like, very first episode of the first season, the Flash dude just whatever
fucking runs through
that woman, swallows her tooth, and just she explodes into nothingness.
Yeah.
And how other superheroes just randomly get killed in the show.
Yeah.
Absolutely love how it was done. And these guys were more like, hey, we're doing this for the benefit of us and everybody else, not just the benefit of everybody else.
Mm-hmm.
So we killed your Strange just because we didn't want him to fuck anything else up.
Yeah. Because he was fucking shit up.
Well,
but
so basically,
I don't think they necessarily had to kill him, but also they had reason behind it,
But regardless, after I realized that those guys were responsible for killing a Doctor Strange, because most of them aren't evil, they're just playing with the powers.
Yeah.
And so their Doctor Strange was literally just trying to find a way to save their universe and defeat Thanos, but instead accidentally collapsed another universe.
He's just
Remember how I told you that?
I don't want to explain this. He makes the sacrifices that not everybody else, I think, would make. Just like whenever he gave Thanos the Time Stone and everything else. Because he realized in the greater picture of things, it would have paid off. But that's not something probably anybody else would have done.
Well, remember how I told you Clea and Doctor Strange in 636 universe jump around and fix inversions?
Yeah.
Sort of like in Loki, those guys that are like the time police.
Okay, yeah.
So they do that. And they could very well just go back in time and fix his inversion from happening, because if they fix that, then the book is destroyed still, the evil book, and so he could be brought back to life and still exist in that universe.
Okay.
Whole process there. But after they killed that Doctor Strange, so happy, each and every one of them died. Now, the only thing that I liked more is that it didn't show it though. I really was happy that Peggy Carter I was always hoping that you would actually see somebody just get fucking annihilated by Captain America's shield. Sort of like you did in Falcon and the Winter Soldier, when that Captain America just takes his shield and beats that dude to death with it.
You were excited that she got killed?
Yeah. I don't like the Peggy Carter Captain America.
I just like Haley Atwell.
I definitely do, because I watched the six-part series that they had on Peggy Carter.
Yeah, no, I never watched that.
I loved that.
I watched a little bit, but not the whole thing.
But as soon as they started killing off the characters, I was just like,
I will
each
admit,
one went by and died respectively.
The way they killed each of the characters was pretty cool, except for Captain Marvel. She just kind of fucking, the statue fell on her, and I was like, that's kind of lame.
Well,
just
she's
like
kind of
blow
a
her up
lame
or some
character,
shit.
so crush her with stone.
Kind of like a crazy powerful character too, but
and gets killed by a stone.
Yeah, no, that's what I'm saying. So that one was kind of dumb, but the rest of them was cool. Yeah, the way they were killed was cool. Now, was I happy they were killed? No. But maybe just incapacitate them or some shit like that. But it also kind of, it's an adult movie, like we said.
Even like Charles Xavier. So the way that
this is intense.
The way that they look through the multiverse, it reminded me of him looking through Cerebro. Like whenever he would find people.
Oh, like in the movie when it's showing all the...
And they would go through and look at people.
Yeah, you're right.
It always reminded me of that when I saw it. And I was just like, this actually looks sick. And then you see Charles and like, she's coming in after she kills all of them. He just was like...
Yeah, that was funny too, how it just zooms in and he just...
And then he just goes into her mind and like, he's like, Wanda Maximoff, come out. And he's like, I can save you. And then you just see this just giant cloud of red smoke coming towards him. And you're like, oh, he's fucked. And then she just jumps out of the smoke.
Literally jumps out and fucking snaps his neck.
And then he just like lunges over in the chair and you're just like,
damn, that sucks.
Well, I really thought this guy might live.
Maybe at least do a little something more, but
you would just expect like the smartest man in the room besides Reed Richards. You just see all of them fighting. Just Professor X just scooting out of there, just driving out.
You just hear him hitting the reverse, and it's like beep, beep, beep. Fucking trying to get out of there. It fucking dies, and she's walking towards him, and he's like fucking turning it back off and on and everything.
He's just wiggling, and it falls over, and it just
starts crawling away. Man, that would have been a way scarier scene.
Yeah, that would have been funny. You just hear the Beach Boys round, round, I get around as he's just fucking trying to start it up.
Too far.
That's perfect.
All right. It works. He's just keeping it wheel.
Yeah. Ooh. But like in all the comic books that I've seen of Dr. Charles Xavier, he can hover, he can levitate, he could fucking walk if he wanted to. He would just make his legs walk.
So he can move stuff with his mind and stuff like that too. He has like a very powerful mind. I mean, he could, but I mean, it's just kind of But
he never
that fucking thing, that yellow wheelchair thing. It's not actually on wheels. It floats.
Yeah, but it wasn't like floating high enough for my liking.
Yeah, I could really tell.
It's like Brainiac.
You didn't see him in it.
Is that right?
Brainiac.
I can't remember. There's a big brain guy he's a Spider-Man villain. And he literally just hovers around. He's just got this giant ass fucking
MODOK.
brain.
MODOK. Yeah, I was going to say Brainiac's DC. He definitely does not. He walks around with his hands behind his back all the time because he thinks he's super badass. But anyways, yeah, MODOK. Super huge-headed dude that just is in the floaty chair.
That's like the dude that Patton Oswalt did the thing for Netflix, right?
Yeah, that show that I never watched. Yeah,
I never watched it, but I know it.
I'm sure it's good. I don't
like Patton Oswalt.
I forgot you don't like him. Yeah, I actually do like him.
His wife was hot, but didn't like Patton Oswalt.
Yeah, you said that last time too. I still don't know who his last wife was that died. You're talking about the one that died, right?
Yeah.
I still don't know who that was.
Was hot. Not still is. I'm being respectful.
Maybe.
Was. R.I.P. R.I.P. that puss.
What would you change about this movie if you got anything at all?
I would have added more of them jumping through the multiverse and seeing different versions of other supervillains.
And they could have, and maybe have just taken it out, unfortunately.
Even like if they jump through different multiverses and we got to see like just humoring, because I know they did reshoots after the very well done introduction of Andrew Garfield and Tobey Maguire in the new Spider-Man movie.
Yeah.
But like even if they jump through like different portals and like they ended up in New York again, where you got Tobey Maguire's Spider-Man is just like this badass dude that's like, hey, I can't help you guys, you're on your own. But you could ask Reed Richards, he's over there, and they go there,
Yeah.
and boom, new Reed Richards. You have all of the shittier ones.
Would have been cool, yeah, to see more of the multiverses and everything like that.
Even if,
I do agree, especially with the show, or I'm sorry, a movie named Multiverse of Madness. You'd think that they would have incorporated more universes and like different versions of characters we've already seen before and stuff like that. I definitely would have added that a little bit more. Did you have anything else you change about this?
No, because other than that, I kind of liked it.
I did kind of like it. Yeah, I think the only thing I would add is I would give Doctor Strange the Time Stone again.
He would have to go and get it, even though they destroyed them. So
yeah,
no
but
way to do that.
I'm just thinking, like, what if they went through one of the universes and there was just like, oh yeah, here's a leftover Time Stone from that time we fought Thanos and everything like that, and he just took it. I don't know. I think it'd be kind of cool if he had the Time Stone again.
Oh, I'm just gonna go ahead and redact my statement about saying Patton Oswalt's ex-wife that died is hot. She is not, but R.I.P.
Okay. Who was the one you thought was hot then?
I don't know. I not the true crime writer one though.
So sad. So sad. All right. Well, regardless.
Garrett, what would you change about this movie?
I just said.
I was not paying attention.
I said I'd give him the Time Stone again.
That's it?
That's it. That's the only thing I really got, dude. And take out the fucking... I mean, if you want to take out the fucking music note scene, that'd be cool, too.
No, I like that.
Yeah, I want that gone. I want them to fight with real magic, not fucking C
But you don't
flat
like
and A
magic,
sharps and
so it
shit.
doesn't even matter.
No, but that's what I said. The more I see Doctor Strange uses magic and the more movies I see, I like him. I don't like normal magic, but he doesn't do normal magic. He does like cool magic shit. You know what I'm saying?
That's
like even
true.
whenever he fights the tentacle monster and everything, he picks up a freaking street light and plucks out its eyeball. That kind of magic is cool and stuff, but I don't like Scarlet Witch. No, I don't like the way she uses magic and everything like that. But,
That's true.
Yeah, take out the music note scene. That's really all I got for likes. So
Bum, 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 bum. Bum, 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 bum.
you got
Bum, 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 bum,
a fucking.
bum.
Ding.
That was still cool because you were like, "This is the stupidest thing."
That was the stupidest thing,
but
and
he's
then
got the
he
harp.
pulls the one note off the harp that causes the dude to just go out the window and then impale himself, and
was a
then
big
the third
fan of that,
eyeball
though.
opens. It's cool to an
So-
extent.
So, out of 5, what would you rate this movie?
3.75 Doctor Strange goatees.
Really?
Yeah, just a 3.75. It's not that I didn't like the movie.
Mm-hmm.
I just don't like magic. I don't like
feel
magic.
like that's a biased opinion.
It is a biased opinion. I don't like magic, so I'm not really going to super enjoy like magic movies and everything like that. But I was kind of looking through some of the other ratings I've given to some of the other movies, and I'm like, this movie I don't think was better than that movie and some other stuff. So I'm going to stick with the 3.75. Don't get me wrong, it's not a bad movie. I just don't really like magic. And like I said, I do not like Scarlet Witch, and she's the main villain of this movie, which I enjoyed because somebody please kick the shit out of her already. Or at least kick some sense into her at this point.
That's true.
But at the same time, like, it hit a lot of my like I said, my bullet points of shit I don't like it. Magic, okay. Scarlet Witch, okay. Music note scene, okay.
Pete Davidson, okay.
He wasn't in this, but
Thank God.
yeah. What if that was the fight? They just throw Pete Davidsons at each other from different universes, and every time they fucking pulled one out, he just said some stupid one-liner, and then they threw him at each other.
And then just in one universe, it's Kanye dressed as Pete Davidson.
The universe, he's
It's a Pete Davidson, but dressed as Kanye in blackface, just launching at him.
Fucking, yeah.
They get a universe where Pete Davidson's dad didn't die in 9/11, and Pete Davidson
He's
just doesn't
no
exist.
tattoos or anything. He's
Just
just
a normal
totally
guy.
normal guy, yeah.
Just
Maybe.
no one-liner. He's just like, what
Maybe.
the hell? And then just dead.
Maybe.
Oh, well, who knows?
That would have been a more enjoyable fight to see than the music note fight that I saw.
That's true.
Just saying.
It was still enjoyable, though.
It was enjoyable to an extent,
I feel
but
like
the
they
whole
did it-
time I was laughing at how dumb it was.
I feel like they did it for the 3D viewers more than anything. this did get released in
Don't
IMAX
keep
3D.
watching movies in 3D, dude.
But if that's the case, that probably looks sick as fuck, dude.
No.
No,
I'm
I
just
guarantee it
maybe,
did.
but I will not ever go see another movie in 3D, especially if it's an action movie, dude. I can never tell what's going on with that shit.
I just get so bad of a headache because I wear glasses.
Yeah,
on
now
glasses.
I'm wondering how I'd even do that since I started wearing glasses and everything. If I'd have to put it on over
Yeah,
or
you
under
do.
behind,
Oh,
yeah,
yeah.
fuck all that,
You do.
man.
They're
Give me like
prescription
3D contact lenses or some shit.
Oh no!
Pop those in.
You forget about it, and you're like, everything looks fuzzy. That's red or blue.
everything out of this eye is blue and everything out of this eye is red.
You know
what
how,
is wrong with
you know
me?
how you look at your phone with 3D glasses on? Have you ever done that before? And it's just all like weird looking. No,
I don't think I have.
yeah, your phone looks real fucking wild. Any sort of screen looks real fucking wild, except for the one that it's supposed to be.
Yeah, that
Now,
makes sense.
Just imagine the fucking editors. They're like, I can't fucking see shit. You gotta put on the glasses,
They have
dude.
to have the glasses on the whole time they're editing and everything.
I would fucking hang
Those
myself.
Massive headaches by the end of it.
I can barely look at like the pictures that I edit. I have gotten so much better at it. Takes me 30 minutes tops. The one for this week, top tier. Took me 30 minutes. So, anyways, I'm gonna give it a 4.5. I'm sorry, 4.25. Probably one of the better ones that I've seen.
I thought about giving it a 4. Don't get me wrong, it wasn't a bad movie, but when I think of like the grand scheme of things with all the Marvel movies thus far and everything MCU and everything, like I said, it's just I'm not.
There are better ones. They're
They're better.
ones.
And hey, I tell you what, I will say this: the first Doctor Strange movie, this was better than that.
Yeah.
So I'm hoping the next one will be better than this one, and it'll keep getting up there on my list. But like I said, not a big fan of Doctor Strange because of the magic, but I do like him more and more when I see him. I do like the character. Don't get me wrong.
I think Doctor Strange is one of those characters that, unfortunately, Marvel Pictures has just kind of not mainlined as much as they should. They're just like, everyone loves Spider-Man, and
they're always gonna go with the most liked characters.
Some of these
first.
smaller characters. Fuck, dude, Loki got his own TV show. There's Moon Knight that got his own TV show. There's WandaVision that they got their own TV show. I'm drawing a blank. I mean, but you had Iron Fist, Jessica Jones, and Luke Cage,
you're talking about the Netflix shows,
Daredevil. But these are all Marvel characters.
Yeah.
That all got their own TV shows. Not like half of them weren't in the movies. Half of them were.
Yeah.
If anybody should get their own TV show, it's Doctor Strange. Hands down, just pull him out of the MCU and just do his little one-liners and do it that way.
I think it would be cool if maybe they did do a TV show and every episode is him going to a different universe and fixing shit with that chick or whatever. Now that would be a cool show. Yeah. And I definitely watch that.
I think it's called... It would be... there's a comic book called like Doctor Strange Inversions or Inversion.
Don't know.
I don't remember either.
Couldn't tell you.
I don't like Young Avengers either. That comic book series blows dick.
I usually watch that one, or I read that one a long time ago. Yeah, it's not like amazing, but it's not terrible.
No, it's just Young Avengers.
It's not god awful.
Anyways, that's it for us. Garrett, you got anything else you want to add?
Just gonna hit up some plugs real quick. So,
hour and 20
if you
minutes
made it
in.
this far, like and subscribe, please. We're trying to get those subscriptions up on our YouTube channel.
Here's the thing:
so
if you made it
out a bunch,
if you made it this far in there, and you were either listening to the podcast or watching it on YouTube, just comment "Wanda sucks" in the YouTube comments, and whoever does that, we'll do something special for you.
Yeah. I'm down with that, dude. Actually, I'm sure I'm gonna get so much hate for saying that, but I don't really care.
I'm not. I mean, I love Elizabeth Olsen, the hottest and most bangable Olsen.
I don't. Yeah, I don't.
You don't have to confirm nor deny, Garrett. Your wife may be listening or watching, so don't say anything.
So, but I'm
I
just
will.
saying, it's just her character. I just don't. Words can't describe how much I just don't care about her. But anyways, regardless, like and subscribe, please. Put it in the comments below. Did you like this movie? Don't spoil it for everybody else that doesn't maybe want to watch this episode and just read through the comics. Comments and talk. Also, let us know what movie we should do next week. If you got one in mind, drop it in the comments on our YouTube channel. Also, last but not least, head on over to our Instagram, if I could fucking talk, Instagram. Follow us on there. We post all of our album covers or thumbnails from each of our episodes on there. We also got a couple like TikTok videos and stuff like that. You can follow us on TikTok if you want, whatever. Yeah, that's pretty much it.
Yeah.
That's we're plugged.
That's
Plugged
it.
in.
We really need to start plugging
in.
at the beginning of the episode.
Yeah.
But you literally jumped into it.
Yeah, I did jump into it. I didn't even tell people they could watch this episode on YouTube, but that's okay.
They'll figure it out. They'll
You'll
see
figure it out. If you're a fan, you know we're on YouTube. Come on, man.
Anyways,
That's it.
for Beer and a Half Movie Reviews, I'm Tyler.
And I'm Garrett.
Peace out, Girl Scouts.
Stupid.
This is how we end it. We just open up a portal, and then it just fucking goes.